Okay, is this thing on? All right. So this is probably not the bestest way to show how to do this, but it's the only way I can really show. But I had a crazy day. I had a crazy day. All right, this thing on? All right. So I had the most craziest day. So this is probably not the bestest way to show this, but it's the only way. What the fuck? What is this? Oh, it's the paints. All right, hold on. Change the winky. Reset. Damn it. How do I get rid of this? I'm familiar with Photoshop. I'm just not familiar with this. All right, well, it's fine. I'll roll with this. Just that. Can I shrink him like this? Fine. Or am I just not allowed to shrink him? Oh no, there we go. I am allowed to shrink him. Just not the way I want, but it'll do. It'll just have to do. There. To the appropriate size I want. Here we go. This might take a while, so hang on tight. This is a really shitty demonstration, but I'm just trying to show a trick. So way I can just magic wand this. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so you're probably wondering why I have. Okay, we're done. We are done. No, Control D. Control D. Hello. Alright, I guess we won't be doing that because I don't know any of the controls in this app, but alright, there. Alright, this is going to be representing the murderer because I can't really do much about it. No, why is it like this? I guess I actually painted when I didn't mean to, but it's fine. It doesn't matter as long as we get the point across of why I'm making a video after all this time. By the way, I just got out of college. All right, give me a break. But anyway, here. All right. So let's take the scene here. The scene is the murderer just found the snake. All right. He just found the snake. Okay, I'm trying to really work this out, but it's just really hard to. All right. All right, so the murderer just found the snake. I'm gonna put the snake in the right place because right now he's not really in the right place. So let me put him in the right place. Here. All right, so the snake is somewhat up here, and the murderer is like right behind him. He's going down here to go down to kill me right there, but he's waiting for the snake. And now this door right behind me is locked. This one right here, this one's locked. This one is open. This one's open too, like wide open. And the snake is slowly starting to approach me from downstairs, or from upstairs, all the way down here. Now, you think I might be fucked, right? I mean, my strategy basically revolves around camping in one section, waiting to see the murder, then running to this section over here. If he comes from over here, then I run upstairs. Simple. But this snake kind of intercepts, makes it a little bit difficult to try. I'll make him even smaller so that you guys get this. So what do I do? Well, here's a thing I like to tell about like with how the snake works is that when the snake is like, I don't know, for say I'm gonna use like red to demonstrate this. All right, so when the snake is moving, um, actually, can I make this smaller? Hold on a second, guys. There. All right. So when the snake is moving in this direction, and let's just say Mr. Teletubby, which is me. By the way, I scare people. That's my thing. Let's say the Teletubby is like over here, and he goes around. Now the snake doesn't simply just, you know, go straight towards me like this. It doesn't do that. It can't do that. it works like this. And you might have seen like the snake, it might have like a little bit of latency where it just like, you know, keeps popping back. Like, it will suddenly be like right here, but then it'll pop back over here. That's latency. It's glitchy a little bit, but it gets the job done at least. So the snake won't instead go over here. No. Instead, it will try to. Why is it black? I made it red. Oh, no, I didn't make it red. All right. The snake will instead do a circle like this. It will go around like that. It will go a full like 360 to go and try to get me, right? Mm. Oh, God. All right. Oh, fuck. What did I do? No, Control Z. There we go. I'm just getting rid of the red arrow. But there's a special thing about the snake is that if it says hits a wall like this, and let's just say I'm like, oops, wrong thing. Let's just say I'm like over here. I'm over here, right? I I let the snake try to get me right here, but then I slip past him like this and then end up right here. I wait for him to try to get to me. I'm also gonna make myself just a little bit smaller because I realize I'm a little bit too big. There we go. Again, the Tiki Wiku represents me because that was the actual avatar I wear. Oh, by the way, this guy uh is the owner of the group server, and it's a whole story. So let me just get to that really quick. But first, I'm gonna teach you guys about the snake, how he works in Murder 4. Again, this is like a little lesson because I played 6,000 games. I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so snake when it hits a wall right here, you see, it can't. It's not gonna go this way because of the wall. Instead, it will literally turn, but then hit the wall and kind of like slide, then go in that direction. So what do I do next after that? Well, I simply just go around the snake again. I basically dance with the snake. I dance with it. I go over here. Meanwhile, it's still trying to play catch up with me by going over here, lagging it behind a bit, which is scary. Sometimes it'll end up right here, and that's a little bit scary, so I have to maneuver a little bit slower, quicker, while also maintaining eye contact here and here, because the murderer could walk into here and walk into there. The murderer, if he went over here, I would hear knocking noises over here, which would alert me and make sure and tell me that I have to go over here. Got it? Got it. Okay. So I keep dancing with the snake for a bit, going around and around. This is a great way to stall the snake. Just make sure you don't get touched by it. Oh, and also here's another thing. Um, you know how sometimes people say that the snake is like on top of them and doesn't kill them? That is another thing called, that's the same thing, latency. You know that feeling when you like, wait, hold on. When the murder's like right at this door and you're like running over here, and I'll get the actual murder person. Hold on, give me a second here. I'm gonna just go up here, get him. No, that's murder 4 map. Sharp knife. I'm just representing the sharp knife as the murder because it's just easier that way. I can't zoom in. Okay, come on, man. There. All right. So imagine this. Imagine this scenario. I got the murderer right here. The murderer is coming after me, right? I'm right here. I go behind this door and I close it and lock it, or try to lock it. But um, but the door is closed for me. Either that, or I just keep on running. But I know I'm far away from him, right? Wrong. The murderer is slightly faster than you, and there's those moments where you're like standing right here, and the murderer is like right here, and he will go in like the throwing position, to throw his knife, or not even start it, just raise his hand, and you don't even see the knife come at you. You just die. That's latency. That's what latency is. Okay, they made but how they made the guns work in Sheriff and Murder 4, it's not Sheriff's 4, Murder 4, is that if you shoot someone where they are, where you literally shot them, they'll die. They'll just die. How you can avoid this is if you're small or big, doesn't matter. You can try, but you can try to do weird movement tactics, like go swift side to side, go in the wall or something like that. Either that or just back up, go forward, then back this way, and then go like that, something like that. But anyway, back with the knife thing. Um, so I went. Imagine this: you go through this door, and the murderer, comes over here. This will be edited, but really briefly. He'll come over here, and then when you're trying to lock the door, you lock it successfully, and you're about to run away, and then you just die. How? Why is that? Well, latency. Again, it's latency. It's all latency. And just saying, um, well, not just saying. That's it. That's the next section. All right. So the snake and I play tango for a bit, and now we move on to scene two, which is where everything went wrong for him, and then he decided to kick me because he thought I was cheating. Wow. Who could imagine that? So I see him upstairs. He's about to try to chuck the knife at me. I do exactly what I told you guys before. I do a little bit of movement tactic. This is exactly how it went, by the way. Once when I saw him right there when I was in the middle of the movement, I hug the wall for a second, go over here, and then swiftly go back here and lock the door like that. The snake, is still after me. It's still going, chugging along its little tail to try to catch me. This guy realizes that I'm going the other way. So what does he do? He goes backwards. And now we cut back. Now we cut to section two, which is going to take a bit to set up. So let me get this a little bit. Uh, is it control? Yeah, controls to zoom out. No, that's wrong. Okay. Do 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 do. Mm, mm, mm. If you guys want more of these videos, just let me know in the comments below because I'm willing to share my knowledge. I can't really record any gameplay. The problem is that it takes up so much memory. My computer has a shit memory, so it struggles with anything like that. So I can't run OBS at the same time and record or stream because it's hard to. But anyway, here's the next part, where it gets a little bit funny and tricky. So the snake is right here, right? So I'm preparing to do another loop section where I keep looping it. I'll zoom in here so you guys get a closer look. So when the snake is right here, in this tricky situation, what do? Well, you live with it or try to. It's really hard since the murderer is like right here and that the snake is, in a tight spot, but you can try. Don't, what I'm saying, this area over here, this little area over here is off limits. Do not go over here. You will definitely die. Also, over here, do not go lock this door. Just don't. Just don't. You most likely will die because, it's that type of stuff. Also, don't go looking for clues, so this area is also off limits too. It won't help you anyway because it's a bar. Anyway, so what I did right here is that I screaming because again, Tinky Winky reasons. Orville's like moving around his cage. Right, I have a pet snake by the way too. But anyway, irrelevant. Um, so the snake goes up here. I am trying to look. I'm looking through this door to see if he will go that way because it most likely will. If he went this way, it would be pretty dumb, so he wouldn't have gone that way. And he's probably running out of time too. He didn't go this way because, again, running out of time, so you can't go that way. So for sure, he was going to go that way. That's why I looked over there because I knew he was going to go that way. I'm not cheating because I just wasn't. I mean, that's why I got called for, even though, as I said before, it's latency, not, not me cheating. I've definitely met someone that has cheated because the snake was literally on top of them and they just didn't die. So, but it's fine because, everything's everything. Anyway, so the knife guy is over here. He's slowly approaching me from over here. So what happens next? It feels like I'm pretty screwed, right? Because at that distance, I would have been fucked. I locked the door too, right? Well, there's another thing you gotta know about the doors in Murder 4 is that once when you oh whoops. Okay, I guess I'll do it right here. Where? Probably like down here since I'm not gonna explain it much anymore. Alright, so once when you say lock a door, this is a really shitty lock, but I'm just trying to get it across. You have to press it 4 times. You have to press it 4 times to be able to unlock it. But here's the thing. If you say lock the door and press it 2 times, -2. It's really shitty too, I know. But you only need to press it 2 times to unlock the door. it's a double-edged sword kind of because that means the murderer can unlock the door, but just use your ears, man. If you hear the door opening or him hitting the door, run to this door and lock it. But, just another tip. Anyway, so he was approaching from over here, slowly getting closer. What I did is that once when the snake got so ever, I'm trying to, but when, whoa, what the hell? Okay, once the snake got so ever close to me, guess what I did next? I ran around him and freaking slammed on the door. The murderer was slowly approaching me from right here. He was literally right here. The snake, from, again, his perspective, and this is where everything went wrong. From his perspective, the snake was on top of me. Now, here's another thing about the snake is that on your screen, sometimes the snake might take a second to kill someone. As I said, it's because the snake is weird that way because of latency. Sometimes because you remember the thing, right? Why it's so hard to shoot the snake is because the snake will like be slithering towards you, then all of a sudden it'll go backwards and keep slithering towards you, and then just blipping in and out of existence. It's a little bit buggy that way. But anyway, so what happens next is I unlock the door and I successfully escape. You don't need to see me because that's basically where the game ends. This guy this guy right here, this guy was fucking pissed. He was pissed that he did not get that win. Or because, you know, he was pissed. I mean, it's a little bit goofy. It looks like he has a nose. But um he was pissed because one, the snake on his screen, he was right here, and that's when got away because that's how I know it always happens. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh, right, yeah. So the snake was literally right here, but it failed to kill me because, as I said before, it's latency. That's just how it works. The snake went over here, and that's when the game ended. Then and since how my gameplay is, my mic is muted. So when I tried to explain myself, I got hit with a big fat, "You got kicked from the server." So that's how it ends. I'm being like 100% honest. I have never cheated once at this game. Except for that one time when the Halloween update broke the whole entire map. Everyone was forced to cheat because, well, as anyone known, they were like, the map was totally glitched. You could see through the walls and everything. Everyone's blipping in and out of existence. The worst thing you can do is, the worst thing you can do right now is look through the wall because you can literally X-ray through the wall. That's scummy, and I do not do that because that ruins the fun of the whole entire game. But I just wanted to make this video because, by God, people need to know this type of stuff because snakes, I figured out. I thought they were like the ender of games because they could literally just home in on you and kill you. But once when you figure out how they work, you can easily just loop them and loop the killer at the same time. Right? So I just wanted to make this video. I mean, it's probably not gonna be edited. It might be edited with some music and like a how-to for the title. But I'm just letting you know, guys, I'm back. Just that, I'm more of an artist, but I like playing this game. I have, what was it? 6,000 games. Yeah, it's a lot. 6,000 games into this. Games played in Murder 4. I only got like 300 murder wins though, but it's just hard to win sometimes. So yeah, this guy was pissed. He was the owner of the group that I joined because, I thought it was a fun group because it literally called like Slasher something, so I thought it would be fun to join. But then I just got kicked and I realized that I probably would not be welcome next time because, well, I was quote unquote cheating, which I was not. I was not cheating. The Tinky Winky avatar does have like a teleport, but really, I would not use that. I would never use that because I feel like if you cheat, you just ruin the fun of the game. Like, there's no point in like because when you scare people, you don't just pop in out of existence and scare them. You gotta like run at them with a chase theme. Wait, hold on. I have voice mod here because I actually do have the sound. Actually, I think the sound effects are still here. Yeah, okay, never mind. Don't switch. So I think they might play on the speakers. So let's see if this works. Okay, yeah, it does work. So how edit the video right here? All right. So what do I mean by chase character or like a character that chases you is this. I basically play Pillar Chase 2 in this, in Murder 4. Except I have so many soundboards. This is what I was doing when I was gone, guys. I was having fun doing this while I was in college. So there was things with the avatar where you could place a custard, or the rap is just comes from an F and F thing, but then the Tinky Idol, and then some other Tinky Idol that I killed, which the rule for that was that I had to grab the person by the shoulder, keep the knife in the other hand, then stab them. It gives me more of a challenge. And then I do uh-oh, spotted for whenever I see the murder or I see someone to kill. And then this is like what was it? This is oh yeah, this is this is just the main menu screen. It's for whenever the lights go up. Then I have a last man standing, which I will link the last man standing in the description of the video. Sorry. I'll put the description I'll put it in the description of the last man standing theme because honestly that was a really good piece of work that they did. But yeah, it uses that. And then of course the classic the chase. We have to have it. I know you see Sufter Baldy and this Chainsaw Dipsy, but that's for another time. I'm just saying, um, this might be a video that I'll send. I'll like tell them to watch so that I could explain exactly what happened. Just saying, dude, just don't do that. Like, I mean, I know it's like, oh, he's cheating because the snake is literally right on top of him, which I didn't even know it was right on top of me because I mean, I was not in the air though. I wasn't even in the air. Just saying, I have no idea how that works, but sometimes the snake just doesn't kill you. It just doesn't. I mean, hell, the mini map doesn't even show the snake anymore. Like it doesn't. It doesn't show the snake. You have to look on the map to see where the snake is. The game still is a little bit buggy. That's just how it is. But just saying, the snake has always been buggy. For me, whenever I release the snake, it has to take a second on top of someone to actually kill them. Because again, it's bugged. It's slightly bugged. I actually have died to the snake. A previous round, I think I was getting some money. Yeah, that's his name. I was in the same room, down in the lobby, right here. I'm gonna quickly just take Tinky Winky, but I won't take the snake. I was in the lobby. I was trying to do the dance trick, but then I just died right here because I just sucked. I can't make him rotate to die. Here, I'll just do this. There, see, I died. Ugh. Bleh. But yeah, just that's how the game works. But anyway, this is a tutorial video um slash story video, as I said. Anyway, that's enough for today. If you guys like the tutorial video on how to avoid the snake, and also if I and also leave a comment down below if I should make videos on me doing the chasing thing where I chase people around with the chase theme and kill them and make scare people. If I should scare people on camera, let me know in the comments because I have plenty of characters to use, and I always will put down like their chase themes and last man standing themes in the description because I don't want to be that type of person who claims it's theirs. It's not. None of it's mine. None of it. All of it's me. All the soundboards that I made, me. But the sound effects, not mine. Okay. All right. So that's it for today's video. All right. Later.